ಅದು ಏನೊಂದು ರೋಮಾಂಚನ ಅನುಭವ ಗೊತ್ತು. ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಐ ಕಾಂಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನ್, ವರ್ಣನಾತೀರದು. ಅದರಲ್ಲೇ ನೋಡ ಅಂತ ಅನಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಇವತ್ತೊಂದು 50 ಸಾರಿ ಆಯ್ತು ಆತರ. In that 10 minutes.
Very good. So coming to your question, what is the answer from spiritual? Is that good morning, Lata.
Morning, Lata.
Morning.
So the answer to your question is that what is time? Is that you have just put something on the board. So when you want to do the laukika, okay, don't get worked up on time, but try to meet the time. So meaning, let's say you come late, as a practice you can ask for excuse, that's all. But you should not take that it is truly like that. It is not. So in fact you will be very happy either way, if it is on time or if it is off time or if it is before time. You don't feel anything at all. So the feeling is there in the mind, not anywhere else. So if you let go of the feeling, everything is all right. Did I answer?
Yeah, that's one thing. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ನನಗೆ ಈ ತರ ಬಂದಿದ್ದ ಯೋಚನೆ. ಈಗ ಪದ್ಮಶ್ರೀ ಹೇಳುವಾಗ ನಾನು ಸಡನ್ ಆಗಿ ಸ್ಕ್ರಾಚ್ ಆಯ್ತು. 5 minutes before you finish your previous meeting, okay, and then during this 4 or 5 minutes, one is that corporate says you do breathing and all that. We can do more dhyana during that time. A small capsule of dhyana, is it possible?
Capsule of dhyana when?
Between 2 meetings.
Yeah.
Finish your meeting early. Before next meeting entry, you try to finish your previous meeting early.
In fact, we had done one session for IA, right, in your team. So there I had indicated that you just count your breath in that 2 minutes or 5 minutes before the next meeting. You will become completely relaxed.
Correct. I want to practice that.
Yeah, that will reset the clock. So you will not have this clocking mechanism.
Yeah, if you know that 2 minutes, you know that so many breaths you can do. Simply count, breathe. Close your eyes and count, breathe.
Yeah, that will help a lot. Okay, so let's start.
Yes.
So we are now in the 9th verse, or we finished 9th one, but we can go through that again. One has to do it all for himself or herself. So manas, buddhi, ahankara, chitta. So yesterday we spoke about it, and that is what is you with 5 senses. So if somebody were to ask, what am I, who am I, it is a collection of manas, buddhi, ahankara, chitta with 5 senses. That's all. And 4 elements. Basically, that's all what it is. So if you can dissolve all of them, that is, dissolve the manas in the buddhi, ahankara, chitta, along with prithvi, apo, vayo, tejo, along with chakshu, shrota, ghrana, jivha, kaya, then you are what you are. That is pure consciousness. That's the practice. So let's see what is required. So 10th verse, he says you start with karma yoga. Sannyasasya sarva karmani bhavabandha vimuktaye yatam panditaihi dhiraihi atma abhyasa upastitah. So now all karma, now there is this, if you remove ahankara, you cannot. So what you need to do is, as consciousness, you need to eliminate the impurities coming in the chitta. So first and foremost, we need to know that everything is karma. What is karma is that anything done out of 5 senses is karma. It can be anything. It doesn't matter what we are trying to do. So if there is an intention, chetana, which is or chaitanya, which is coming from the chitta, then the karma is created. So first we have to understand that there is a bhava and bandhana, or bhava bandha. Bhava means to become. So right now, if I want to become something, let's say I want to become a philosopher, so there is becoming. If I want to become famous, there is becoming. If I want to become Shatavadani, then there is becoming. If I want to become popular, again, something to do with becoming. Now that is bandhana. Can eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, and basically, can that be changed right now? No, only when the right opportunity comes, it can change. So when is the right opportunity going to come? Whenever the present karma is exhausted. So when is the present karma getting exhausted? When the samskaras of that get exhausted. So when does the samskaras of that get exhausted? Only when the vasana get exhausted. So when does the vasana get exhausted? There is no answer to that. So that means with the 5 senses, we cannot answer when does the vasana come, when does it stay, and when does it go away, because those are impressions. And these impressions come on the mind, which is manas. So if a question is asked, when will I become? You will become whenever that time is right. So there is no proper answer to finding out when I will become all right. Because until that karma is over, that means if I don't want to see something, I will be seeing that very thing because the karma demands me to see that very thing, or hear, or taste, or touch and smell, and that all that becomes thoughts. So best thing to do is give up all karma and come on karya. So you can firmly establish in that true self, rather than finding out when will the vasana go away, when will the samskara go away, when will the karma go away. It would be foolishness. Some people go behind finding out when did I start. It is one of the foolish questions to answer. It's like asking who am I and when did I start. Who am I, you will get an answer, but when did you start, you will never get an answer. Now if you don't get that answer, then you will never know when it is going to end, because both are ananta. It will run as long as the 5 senses are there and 4 of the mind thing is there. That is manas, buddhi, ahankara, chitta. And it will only take the 5 elements. So if a question is asked, how will I come to know when did I start? You will come to know, but if you don't come to know also, it is okay. No, I want to come to know. Then you have put yourself in a bhava bandhana. Any questions from what we have learned so far in Bhagavad Gita? That is the 10th verse.
10th one. That means 10th one, he says the Vivekis, they do any karma, right? Not required, that's a samsara, then they will just try to come out of that. They're trying to become free if they're spiritually inclined. They're not attached in the samsara, but they'll keep doing their karya only. No karma.
No karma. Yes. So the karma is made through samskara and vasana. So it's a foolishness to go.
See, okay, let me have this way. You have samsara now. Wife, kid is there.
Yes.
Then the kid is having some very high aim in his life to achieve either in sports or in any other activities. And being a spiritual person, you will identify that what is there within that kid's mind, and accordingly you will make sure that kid is going in that direction. Or you will push your ideas. There are two things happening. We pushing our ideas, thinking that we are our thinking is right. So here, when you are doing all this, you are doing karma also, right? Not just karya, because you are thinking a lot about the future and you are doing it. Let go. We are not doing let go there. We are doing little beyond that. So when you are there in the samsara, means you are doing karma only. Not karma only. You will also be doing karma.
Good.
When you are a part of samsara, that is called samsara. It will happen whether you like it or not.
No, very good one. So here is my take on that. Now, let us say we are discussing spiritual, and these words are falling on the ear of my son and my wife. Is it or not?
Yes.
It's falling. They are not able to attend. Should I force them to attend?
You should not.
I should not. If they are genuinely interested, if it pulls them, what will happen?
Automatically they will come and ask, I'm interested, okay, please explain.
No,
so you will make it interesting to them based on their mindset, because
yes,
you got convinced and you will try to convince them. See, when both are same taste, it is very much easy. When the taste is different, the vasana of that other person is totally different.
Correct.
And during that time, how will you deal? It happens in one family. It happens when you have two people. One is attracted to South Indian, music. Another person attracted to the Western music. But so-called that father may not like it. Father will like only what he likes. He may not like both equally.
That is correct.
And now father is a spiritual person. How to deal with this situation?
No, if the father is spiritual person, then he will not bother because for him the music is just a music, a sound.
Yeah, let go. Right. Let go. That is called chaos.
No, it is not chaos. It is, you just let go of it because there is no holding on, right? Bhava Bandhana comes when you don't want that.
No, you know that the kid is attracted somewhere without knowing what it is. But you got convinced that no, Indian culture is better, don't do all that. Who knows? That person can become tomorrow a great person, right? At a global level.
No, that is correct. But see,
we give samskara based on our understanding. Generally, what we do, whatever we got from our forefathers, we just give it to next generation. But with these learned people, what we do is we understand everything and we think this is good for this person, and we decide and we give. Because till the age of 16, it's our decision. Teenage is definitely our decision. If you allow them to follow whatever they know, they're all pulled by all their local, their friends. Generally, the attraction happens if there are bad friends, not good friends, because of vasana.
Correct. You have answered.
So you are giving the samskara. You are giving the samskara based on your understanding. Your understanding, not necessarily only spirituality. Because you will be doing karma here.
No, I will just give you an answer like this. So, if not spiritual, if not adhyatma, what a normal person will do is he'll enforce it. And he will also get upset with his daughter or son for not able to do it.
Correct.
So he will start blaming him for everything, and then that person gets so much worked up. He will then start cursing the parent, and then ultimately he will become very rebellious, and after that he gets his job and he will go and settle down somewhere.
Yes.
That's all what is going to happen because of the imposing attitude of the parent without adhyatma.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now with adhyatma, what is going to happen? You are going to look at the vasana of the person. First thing, why is he attracted or she is attracted to that? Let's say somebody is attracted, in your example what you have given, the father likes South Indian music and the daughter likes Western music. Okay. Now, and also let us put it in another situation. The father doesn't like skimpy clothes and the daughter loves it. She wants to wear almost like she has not worn anything, let's say. And it is against the Samskriti.
Yes.
Okay, now how should a normal person deal and how should a spiritual person deal? A normal person dealing is he will shout on the daughter. And the daughter will feel that her independence is robbed.
Yes.
So either the daughter has to accept that till she is unmarried or till she goes for studies or whatever, she will have to wear complete clothes, whatever the father is asking her to wear. And beyond that, once she leaves this place, she can literally go whatever she wants. This is one way. That means the father keeps on imposing and the daughter keeps on opposing, and ultimately father is unhappy, the daughter is also equally unhappy. There is no answer to this except for forcing. So the father will say that, look, I have a responsibility, you are my daughter, so you cannot be wearing all these funny things and listening to all this worst music. Our samskara is like this and you have got spoiled. And the daughter keeps on arguing and she paints different color to the head, to her hairs, and then father is even more irritated with that. Now, what is the respite for a normal person? The respite for normal person is to accept what daughter is doing, which ultimately that is what is going to happen. Because the daughter will start crying and the father cannot look at the daughter crying, so he will accept. But they both are unhappy, basically.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Now a person who is, the father is Adhyatma. Now what he will do? He will try to give Viveka, not imposing. So what he would say is, look, we are all born nude in the first place. Okay. You are wearing dress to cover for cold and heat and all that, not to show what you have or what you don't have. With this attitude of yours, what is going to happen is that you will be more attracted towards people who like to use you. So if you want to do like that, go ahead and do it. And he will point out the good aspect of what she is wearing or what she is doing or Western music or this or that, and also what is bad about it. And he will also tell her about what is good about the current samskara, through which she is born, and what is the bad thing about the current samskara. So he will give both. And he will observe the vasana. If the vasana is very strong towards this skimpy cloth thing, that means she is very kama oriented. Otherwise she wouldn't be wearing it in the first place. Okay. Now if a person is full of kama, no matter what you tell them, it is not going to work out. Because they have lust in their mind. You can't do anything or nobody can do anything. If I had a daughter and she was wearing very skimpy clothes and she felt that that is how she has to be, I would have allowed her to do whatever she wants because it is her life anyway. Why?
Her life starts after 16, not till then. Parents' role is very important.
Yes, parent role is till 16, right? Or let us say 18.
Yeah.
Okay, after 18, she can even marry or she can do whatever she wants.
Correct.
Okay, so even if she goes with somebody and she becomes pregnant, and It's her choice what to do with that baby, whether keep it or abort it or whatever. That is her problem. But what I can say to her is, look, the world is like this. You will be used, because ultimately there are three things which happens. One is that we go behind something which never exists, number one. Number two, we are here to milk each other, meaning to say that I have certain talent and I will go and plead to somebody, please milk me. So that person will milk that talent. If that milk is coming, then they are happy. If the milk is not coming, then they throw that fellow away. Okay, so that is the second thing what we do. And the third thing is that by the night, everything get dissolved. It doesn't matter whether I have a most attractive daughter or a most ugliest daughter or most intelligent daughter or most dumbest daughter. It doesn't really matter. When all go to sleep, everything is removed from everyone. So knowing this, what I will do is, I will not burn myself, because from morning till night only I have to take care. I don't have to take care of the night. Correct. So what as a father I would do, I will tell her the good points and the bad points of what she is doing and what is also good and bad about what I am saying. And if she says, look, I want to pursue this only, go ahead and do, because that is your karma anyway. My karma begins when I want to change my daughter to do something. See, at the age of 10, I have done whatever I should do. So she knows. See, at the age of 7, she is able to copy what the parents are doing. At the age of 10, her mind will start picking up the samskaras of the past. Okay, so she'll get attracted with religion or science or this or that based upon what her samskaras were. It's not because of what she's seeing with me and my wife. That need not be the case at all. At the age of 10, at the age of 12 or 13, when the puberty sets in, or even earlier, 11 years, so whenever she gets the first menstrual cycle, her whole ideas will change, because then it is picking up the samskaras and vasana which are perfectly suitable for that condition. So from the age of 12 to age of 17, she develops her vasanas, basically, meaning she's exactly following what she was doing in her earlier life. Okay, so at the age of 17 or 18, I know for sure how this being was in the past life. So the only thing I can do to her in order not to suffer further in the samsara is to tell her why she is here, while she is here, and what is she supposed to do, and why this family, and what is that she's picking up right now, and how she can come out of this kind of madness what she has. If she says that, look, everybody is wearing it and I'm doing it, everybody is listening to it and I'm doing it and all that, she is right, because she's getting attracted by that. Now the question comes, why is she getting attracted? Now I have to really see whether all the girls are getting attracted like that. No. Only my daughter is getting attracted like that. Because let us say her friend comes home. She is in her normal dress, but my daughter is in the most skimpiest of the dress, let's say, because she likes it. Whereas the other girl is not like that. Maybe I can say her father and mother has brought her up in a better way. No, it is a samskara which has come like that. Need not be by father and mother. In fact, both the father and mother might be working and the daughter is all alone at home, but still she is in that way. So if I'm a spiritual person, I will not object, but I will give viveka to that person. And it is up to that person to do or not to do. This is what I would do. Either a son or a daughter or both.
So, samadhana, beda, danda will not work there.
it will never work in anybody's life. You just check, but when the person gets a job, let's say this girl or boy, whatever it is, they are doing what they are doing. And once they get the job, aren't they leading their life what they wanted to lead?
Now, by then, they have that mental understanding, better Viveka.
No, only because they are earning money, nobody can say anything about it. That's all.
No, that is there, but by then they will have the maturity.
No way. No. There are people even at 56, they don't have maturity. What do you have to say for that? You can't.
See, intellect is given. If they don't use it, that is their fate. We can't do anything. But till 16, they don't know about this world because we are introduced into this world till 16 through all this, through culture.
That is correct, but see, I'll tell you another thing. Now, you have TV channel, your TV with around 100 channels or 200 channels, right? You give the remote to a person, ask him to see whatever you want. He will watch or she will watch what they want.
That is true.
And then who taught them that? Who taught them?
Now, in our, I don't know, it is there in our South Canada, right? Is there a thing everywhere? During Namakarana time, that 6th month or so, you keep the kid, in front of the kid, you keep books, knife, like that, you keep various things. And then you just allow that kid go and pick up whatever is needed. And based on that, they said, oh, this kid is now, if he picks a book, okay, this guy is going to become a great, interested in studies. Like that they decide. But is it possible to understand the vasana of anybody at that small age? You need some time, right?
No. Vasana are always already there at inception itself. Forget about coming out of the womb. You enter into the womb with vasana. It's not that only after the person is born there is vasana.
Okay, then in my family, if there is one kid is born, because of the kid was waiting to get some environment which is available in my family, right? Either music or any other things. Based on that, we get Punarjanma because of Vasana. In that case, why there should be opposite Vasanas? My Vasana is one, the kid is having another Vasana. It should be same. Based on this Punarjanma philosophy.
No. You will choose best scenario case. Always. It's not that perfect matching. And
no, whatever. But no, I was saying totally opposite.
Yes, you will be
two kids in one family, they have completely opposite. One is maybe completely in line with the parents they are having. Another is opposite.
That is correct. But see, the thing what you need to understand is at the time of inception, forget about the kid coming out. Even if the kid were to be twins, they are entering into the womb because they have some transaction to complete. Not because that they are having some love and affection to the person to whom they are joining.
Okay, it is not just Vasana based, it is beyond. I got it.
Yeah.
Relationship, yeah.
Yeah, there is a relationship. Runanubandha. So that until that Runa is completed, that person will choose that womb. See, let's say, now I'll take one practical example. Let's say there is a family, okay, which is taking care of its son, and that person is autistic completely. Okay, then there is my next door neighbor. His son is good. I mean, he doesn't have any problem, but he doesn't go anywhere to work. He is now 30. So we'll take these two cases to understand what happens. Both have come due to Runanabandha. Okay, those two beings who have now become father and mother would have done so much of Runa to this being that this being will ensure that these two people keep on serving him till the Runa is over. No matter what you do, he might have learned something, did not learn something, or she has learned something, is not learned something, it doesn't matter. It is based upon Runa. So there is nobody in this world who really loves anyone. It is always Runanubandha. That means it's always transactional world. Because world is a...
So one is the Runanubandha, another is Vasana. So far I was, going, understanding was only with Vasana. Runanubandha I forgot.
Yeah.
I think I have understood now. Runanubandha and Vasana together at times.
Yes. So you will have different people, meaning different entities having different Vasana, different Samskara and different Karma coming together because of Runanubandha. And that's all what it is. So giving some lecture to somebody whose Vasana is different is of no use, because he's supposed to exhaust the Vasana and he's going to do that in any given way. So nobody is doing any favor to anyone.
Yeah.
So if that daughter is going to have some illicit relationship at 20, I can't do anything about it. Because that is what she is made up of as regards to Vasana. So nothing can be done. As a spiritual person, nothing can be done. As a materialistic person, as a father...
No, materialist person, we know that we use Samadhana, Vedanta.
Yes.
But a spiritual person, I just wanted to know how to...
No, he will not break his head, because he knows that by the night everything is removed. There is no daughter also in the night. So why will he worry? He will not worry.
Yeah. So early spiritual person, he will not get even married. This all happens after marriage, and then you have kid, then you are following that spiritual path.
Yes.
That is the time all these problems will start.
Yes, because we did not get, all the four of us did not get into spiritual path earlier, because our Vasana was like that, and the Samskara and the Karma, and all the three with relation to Runanubandha, right? So if you don't have any Runa, then only you will not marry. So if you have Runa, you will definitely marry, and somebody will come in your life.
Yeah, correct.
For that moment. So see, the children, what we have is only Runanubandha. There is no children. They are having their own Vasana, Samskara and Karma. So some people will accept to the tradition, some people will reject the tradition. You can't...
Yeah, correct. Runanubandhena Suta Sati Alaya.
Sutalaya.
Sutalaya. Pati Patni Sutalaya.
Yeah.
It is wonderful statement.
Yes. So if the Runa is gone, let us say even a second that Runa is gone, the wife is gone, simple, or the husband is gone. It is not going to wait even for a moment more, saying that, oh, what will happen to my husband or what will happen to my wife? Nothing like that. Runa is over, finished.
Finished. Correct.
See, now two of your daughters are in America. The Runa is over. Nothing you can do. Okay. What they do is they do. You can't do anything.
Only thing is we have no knowledge about when this Runa starts, when it ends.
So the only respite as per the 10th verse is that forget all of this. Just renounce it. There is no point in understanding when the Runa started, when the Vasana started, when the Karma started. All these are foolish questions. You just leave.
See, like our mind, we carry our mind and it goes. Runa also we carry along with this mind, right?
Runa we carry with people by our promises.
1 minute. See, in this definition only, we have Stula, Sukshma Sharira and Karana Sharira. So, in that is Chitta. The Chitragupta keeps writing all this, whatever has happened. Judgment always there. And when you have to go through either good or bad things, when you act on something, either good or bad should happen. That means when you do karma, it will give the phala in your whenever it happens, when that maturity happens to that deposit. So that means along with the Chitta, all this Papa, Punya and Rana, everything is going along with the Chitta, right?
Yes.
Only thing is, our mind is not able to recognize because we are not fully spiritual person, because we are still colored people.
The color is happening in the chitta.
Yeah.
So there is no way you
Chitta,
can do anything.
So if you are a purely spiritual person, you can see your Rana also, when it is going to start. When it is going to
No,
end.
you are not going
And-
to see when it started. You are going to see when it's going to end.
Yeah, correct. So that understanding happens during your this realization. I think next step after realization.
After realization, you will know your runa. Meaning, you will see how the people are going to go away from your life.
Correct. And if you are a realized person, you will not have any sukha and dukkha for that.
Absolutely. Because you are so happy that the runa went away.
Yeah, correct. That happiness is also, it is like it just happened. Let go.
It's exactly. See, if I come to know that my son is a runa, would I not be happy if he's gone? You tell me. The reason why I'm attached to him is that I don't know that he is a runa.
Yeah, because we are not connected with the physical body, not even mind.
No,
Then
not,
yes.
no, it's not like that. We don't know that we have taken things on loan.
Correct. That is loan. You are right. Perfect word.
Runa is loan. See, if I come to know that
Nice loan. Correct.
the wife who is married me and I who have married her, we both have taken loan.
Correct.
Would you not think about repaying it faster?
Yes.
But since we don't know we have taken loan, we want more of the loan. I'm ready to pay many EMIs.
Yeah. Then the family concept is gone. Then the individuality now.
Yes. So in the 10th verse, he says, just leave that. Sannyasa sarva karmani bhavabandha vimuktaya yayatam panditaha dhiraihi atma abhyasa upasthita.
Yeah, it says that you put your effort to come out of this bandhana.
Yes.
And if you are Viveki, so to become Viveki, you should have spiritual knowledge.
So what a spiritual person will do with the daughter and son is to guide them on their path. He will not take on his head. See, if my daughter doesn't wear clothes, it's not my problem, it is her problem, right? What is my problem with
Correct.
it?
Yeah, you don't care about the maryada, social maryada.
If she goes nude, it is her problem. What is my problem about it? I can only say, look, by going like this, you will become like a dog in your next life. And she says that, Father, you are joking. I know what I am going to become. Okay, enjoy.
So which means if anybody has got any clarity in their mind, the other person has got no role.
Exactly.
With no clarity, when they come for advice, you give.
Otherwise, don't give anything. their problem, right?
They learn like animals from the nature.
And they will learn whatever they want to learn. That's not my problem anyway. So,
Okay.
the first learning is 5.
Now that is the reason, Vilas, we have that our Gurukula system, right? Till 7th play, anyway, they will keep playing only. After 7th, put them in under a guru, because during that time they learn everything.
No,
Because
even-
your parents' role is not required. Guru can manage them. After 16th, then they decide what they want. That means the samskara as a society we should give, but there is nothing called let go. That Guru will make tidabeku. That means Guru will keep giving knowledge by putting that mind going through a proper process, so-called converting that person into Dvija.
No, even in the last life, what I remembered, it is not like that. What you think? There were students whom I knew, they were sent out because they were not following the exact decorum.
Is it? Okay.
The same thing, right? It's school. Patashala is a school, no way.
Yeah.
So if you have a Gurukul system, the Guru and the Kula, The kula becomes more important. That is
Yeah.
guru.
Those are eligible to convert through their vasana to that Dvija stage only will be there, right? Remaining all will go.
Remaining all will
Go back.
Yes, they
And
will.
finally they will settle in that so-called agriculture or whatever they are supposed to do along with the nature.
Exactly. So that is how it works. So not everybody will get into Brahma Jnani anyway. So that is the 10th verse. So it doesn't really matter. You have to let go. Okay. Now 11th one is even more interesting. Chittasya shuddhe karma natu vastu upalabdhaye vastu siddhihi vicharena na kinchit karma kotibihi. You can give yourself, but you will never get liberation. As simple as that. Charitable.
Yeah. Correct. Any karma you do, it is only for Chitta Shuddhi, not for Karma Siddhi.
Yes. So you will get a good birth. Meaning, what would happen, I'll tell you. Like in your case, specifically, and in Padma Shri as well as Lata, your children are grown up, they are on their own, you are having a healthy body, you have properties, you have money, and you are still employed, and you are getting your money also, and then your wife is okay or your husband is okay, and the child is married, and the child already has a wife, and you have all luxuries in life, and that's all what you get out of this, of charity. That's a max you will get. Nothing else other than this you'll get.
Like only possessing of some wealth.
Yeah, because you're given, so you got it back. If you don't give, you'll not get anything. So let's say I was telling my...
you are getting back something which is not your need. That's the problem now.
No, it doesn't matter. Nature doesn't care whether you need or you don't need. The thing is like this. If I give myself, my very self, that's the highest I can do, so I'll become Brahma. Okay, that's the highest. Now I give rice, grains, wheat, paddy, some money, some possessions what I'm having, and I say that this is for charity. Very good. Next life, I will get 10 times the size of what I have given. And in that life, I will give all. Take it and go. Then that next life, I will become king. Having every riches. Because now I can give now I'm given a country. Okay, then what I will do is I'll give up the country. Rajya. And then that next life, I will be handling many countries. Now that I give up. Then what happens? I will be managing a continent itself. So this is how it works. So the more you give, the better you get. But the problem is, if you give now, you will not get now. So what people do is, they give dana and they put their name on the dana given by so and so person. And now you have a problem. You have got attached with karma. So that given act is also taken away. So that person in the next life will not get what even he had at that time, because his name is etched on that. So if you want to give, you just give without asking them to write anything on that. The moment there is an information that it is on my name, the attachment is already there. And I start feeling proud that I have donated this to so and so. So there ends the matter. So this karma is a very funny thing. You give, you get. You don't give, you don't get. Simple. Another thing, this what I'm doing is a dana of dharma. If I put my name, this is mine, that's it. It's even worse than losing money.
Now I have understood. Why you should do dana. without informing anybody.
Yeah, because you will not get even what you had earlier.
We simply use the word motivating others. Actually, it is not. It is varaham.
Exactly. Yeah, Lata and Padmashri, you can also add. Otherwise, it becomes totally me and but.
Yeah, then both of us can as well listen to the recording and no need to join.
Exactly. So I was wondering that I and But can be talking, and then anyway it is there on YouTube. You can listen, and there it's a matter.
Yeah, so both me and Padmashri don't have to hurry up and then run and come to the sessions.
That's what I was feeling. So what? See, this is an interesting discussion, but I don't know why you both are not participating.
Actually, during this discussion, I forgot that other two are there. Vilas. Because I was looking at my own chitta.
Yes. So it is not good to lose the other two people.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, Lata. See, this was a very generic, and see, all of these examples are there in this entire book, Vivekachudamani. So you can also contribute.
Yeah, so right now I have nothing to contribute. So I'm just listening.
And
So I was listening to what is talking about, whether how you bring up a daughter and then give some advice or try to change and all that. So I was looking at how I was brought up. So then there was nothing that nobody has forced me into anything. So that's what I was thinking.
yes,
It was just like that it was going. So and I had a certain kind of personality and it started developing and it went. And then I was also looking at my daughter. She was a totally different person for the first 12 years of her life. After 12 years, everything changed. Opposite it became. So I was just looking at those. When you were talking, I was just thinking about that, actually. And you are very right. So they come with their own vasanas and their own karma and so on. So it's not possible that you can change that. You can just give them advice and things like that, but then whatever they are supposed to do, they will do, irrespective,
yes.
and move forward.
Yeah, so it will happen like this: age of 5, first, then age of 7, second. There ends the family relationship between the daughter, son, and mother, father. At 7, the person changes. Then another change happens at 12. Then another change happens at 19. Another change happens at 22. Another change happens at 31. Another change happens at 46. Another change happens at 55. Another change happens at 70.
So these many changes happens.
These many changes means it is structural changes of the personality itself. If you
Yeah, correct.
if you were to compare your daughter or son as it was 5-year-old, you will get a different picture. At the age of 7, when it removes the bondage of its parents, the current parent, and start getting the vasana and samskara and the karma of the past, thus at the age of 7, the person completely changes than what he was at 5 or she was at 5. Then at 11 or 12, it matures into a different individual altogether. And with the onset of puberty, especially if it is a girl child, you can really find out. Either she will become very much attached to materialistic life, or she will get totally absorbed within herself. So again, a change happens at 19. This time it's a different molding altogether. That actual vasana, if it is karma filled, it will totally come out. And the mother and father are totally shocked how my daughter is like this. But that is what it is. And again at 22. So like that it will keep on going. So another change at 31. Another change at 46. You can really see in your life itself. You would have changed like that. and the last change in the personality happens at 55. So by 55, the male, if he is there, he will go through this male menopause. So the entire testosterone is gone. So that person becomes like he feels that he is of no use. So that is at 55. So if his wife is dead or he is divorced or whatever, you can see that person's fate. He cannot manage at 55, and he cannot live with his children also. So you will see that person is running like a dog, not knowing what to do. Then another last change happens at 70. After 70, there is no change, meaning only body keeps on dipping away, the personality remains the same. So there ends the human life. So whatever samskaras and vasana has got exhausted, he would have added new ones. So then he has enough fuel to go into next life. What happened? Silence. Thinking. But how were you at age of 55?
I was in ABB only.
No, you were at ABB, but your mental structure would have totally changed at 55 than what you were 10 years ago.
But because of this spirituality, from the day I joined ABB, I think that from immediately after next year, 2013 onwards, I was into more deeper into this Bhagavad Gita for 2-3 years. And then my children, ensuring that study and going to US and all that. Deeper engrossment there and connection with my mother, etc. Right. If you ask me, because of the spirituality, I was not able to sense so much any changes. In fact, my energy level is with the spirituality slowly, it's better and better every day.
That is correct, but if you could watch your brothers or you could watch your colleagues, friends, all that, you will find out. This is common.
Generic what you are talking, that is right.
Yeah. So if you are on spiritual...
Suddenly, I have seen some people, for example, my neighbor here, his son left for US from here. He was thinking that he had a big dream, that son will become a great and he'll come back, blah, 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 and all that. And he married to a US citizen. I have seen this guy in 5 years. It's his aging is around 25 years. He's ex-minister's brother. 25 years age. Now he cannot walk. Just 3 years back, he was just going to laughter club and doing a lot of activities and all that. In 3 years, completely gone as soon as he heard this news.
75 or 25? You were saying 25.
What? No, his age is maybe around 70 or so.
Okay.
But if I see him, it gives me a feel that he's like 95.
Right.
He cannot walk.
Right. Yeah, that is what happens.
He lost everything. I am very sure he can't come back now because that is gone from his, something is gone completely from his body.
Yes.
Now he doesn't know what he talks also in just 2 to 3 years.
Correct. So that is the reason taking somebody's runa on you is not good.
See, there it is attachment, right? Had he not attached with this son to that level, I think he would have continued similar way.
Yes. So he took the runa too far.
Yeah. I have seen on ABB one manager, maybe Padmash will be knowing, Nandekar. When he lost his son in Singapore. You know that? Yeah, Singapore, he lost his son. I was very closely working with him for some quality-related initiatives. Maybe some 3-4 people visited his home to just immediate next day. It happened in that car accident. And next day, we were going with all our faces, with low energy and all that. He was fully sparkling face. He started giving us a lecture on same thing what you're talking. It happens, don't attach to that. Everything is for good.
Very nice.
And throughout, he was very, very, very nice in terms of his energy point of view.
Yeah, so that is what we can do, because if you take it as a runa, you will never cry. If you don't take it as a runa, then you are going to cry.
And my mother, see, I lost my youngest brother, doctor. He was working for Manipal Hospital, and there only finally it happened also. Suddenly, he had his own clinic, so many, per day around 100 patients in Whitefield, opposite Sai Baba Ashram. And during that time, I think there was some pneumonia, some fever came. One Tamil Nadu minister also, he expired in that. So he has treated similar these patients, everything was fine. And one fine day, he also got a fever. And after that fever, he took 3-4 days completely off. He didn't go to his... he is also a very spiritual person. He didn't go to clinic. Then 4th day or something, he was all right. He said, okay, I'll go to half day. He went there on half day. Then I decided, okay, that's enough. He came back. And then that day evening, suddenly he got again that fever. And he just informed, he was in Whitefield. He just informed, he was in mother-in-law's house. You please take me to CMH hospital. Their relation was there, head of CMH hospital. And after reaching there, he said, I need oxygen, please take me to Manipal hospital and call my brother, he is there in ABP. That's what he said. That is the same day that Rajkumar was caught by Veerappan. I remember that evening. I just rushed to Manipal hospital. And as when I saw he is on ventilator. Within no time, all that. And 15 days he was there, similar to our COVID kind of situation, on ventilator only throughout, only 15 days. We lost him. Then my home, after all, bringing back that body to my home, and my mother, she has seen that. He just said one word. He was telling that there's a better world for him, because he's also spiritual. My mother used to teach me a lot, all this sloka and all that. He's gone there. She said, why everybody's crying? No need to cry. And internally there will be pain, will be there, I know, but she has not expressed. But because of it, she has not gone even one bit low in her energy. She lived very long after that.
Correct. Very nice. So that is what we are supposed to do. All of us. We're supposed to do it in that way.
Very strong willpower.
Yeah, true. Okay, time up, I think.
Oh, it's a time, huh? Oh.
9:30. 9:30. So we'll meet up on Monday.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye.
you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Bye.
Bye.